Edo, welcome to an impromptu episode of the No Choftes podcast. We're not going to do a long one, Simran. It might be half an hour, 25 minutes, 40 minutes at a push. I'm your host, Stel, as ever, and I'm joined again by Roy. Elare.
Stellagi muna mu yine de refile. What's up? What's going on?
I'm good, man. Do you know what? I was at work today, and I got a message from someone saying, "Damn, what's going on? Damn." It goes, "Ghasibi." And then as soon as I got that, you messaged me, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of shit going on, man. I thought we were going to talk about transfers. I thought someone was going to tell me that something happened with Discord. I don't fucking know. So for the benefit of those watching in the UK or people that are listening in the UK, tell everyone what has basically happened with the Ghazibi, the stadium which we are renting or should I say leasing with Abuel.
Okay, so it seems like this goes back 2-3 years ago at least. I mean, I don't think I know the whole story, even though, like I said, we're being bombarded with information since the beginning. Ο τάδε πρόεδρος είπε Gino, το διοικητικό συμβούλιο είπε Gino, ευκάλανα κοινώσεις, η Ομόνοια, there were no show up until now. I was just reading Grigori, what you just wrote there. So apparently, okay, Omonia, before Papastavru came along, had an agreement with Ghasibi, and due to financial difficulties, obviously Omonia owed a shitload of money like they did to everyone. When Papastavru came along...
So what minute, you're looking about 300,000 euros. Is that the price that they're saying?
Yeah, but that's like for last year, for the rental of the pitch last year, okay? So before that, Omonia owed a bigger amount than that. But when we went to the European stages, Omonia settled that debt. So they're talking about the year 2020, 2021, okay? We were champions. Obviously, there was the COVID situation. Fans couldn't go. And from what I understand, Omonia is trying to renegotiate with the Ghasibi because they think that they're being unfair to Omonia. And to cut a short story long, to cut a long story short, what Omonia said is, okay, let's renegotiate. Let's try and find an understanding, common ground between us. I mean, we've been working together for 20 years. You're not going to lose. And then we'll find a way, to settle that 300,000. Maybe it's going to be part of a bigger agreement. Maybe we're willing to give a certain amount and that. But apparently, Ghasibi said, no, fuck you. You're going to pay. They know that Ghasibi is the only stadium in Cyprus that satisfies the criteria for playoffs and group stages. So not only did they say, Omonia can fuck off, but they also sent another letter to Goa saying that in case Omonia wants to use any other stadium in Cyprus, please bear in mind that they asked 300,000, and it would be appreciated if you don't help these guys who owe us this money. And on the other hand, Goa πρέπει να έβρει γήπεδο να μας δώσει να παίξουμε, ρε φίλε. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where this is going to go, where this is heading to. Obviously, it's become personal. It's become pride now. I don't think it's just business. I think it's become personal as well. So, yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, what I know is that it's the fans who are going to pay at the end. Because whatever it is, Refile, we can find solutions. But it's going to come with a hefty fee. If we put our egos, what's going to happen? I personally, at the age of 41 to 42, I don't want to go to a fucking shitty stadium where the experience is going to be fucking shit, refile. I miss watching a game, but okay, it's not as if, and Jen Ganenan, Gibel Jogasibi, Aspumen, Paladin, Allah, it is what it is. So they have to find a solution. and see what we can do, especially for the European games. And they know it, Refile. They know it.
Yeah. And the thing is, Joseph has come up with a really good one here. He believes it's the right choice to leave if the statements that our co-president said are true. Now, these are what Riori said, right? And these are we've obviously got down in the ticker what the headline from the 24 Sport website. He says, let's just play at the Magario until we build our own stadium. Now, first of all, there has been rumors or stories about a new stadium being built even before Papastavro came in. The previous ownership we're talking about, but you hear that all the time, don't you? Owners say this and
I was a kid.
Yeah, that long ago. That long ago, yeah. So we hear it and it's a dream. And I think, was it last year, if I'm not mistaken, or was it the year before, that there were some plans that we saw the plans that were released for a new stadium or something along those lines, or there was a plot of land that they were looking at.
Okay, plot of land that they were looking at, but I think maybe what you're talking about is about the training ground.
The training ground that was being redeveloped. Yeah.
So that's probably what you saw, and even for that, we're still waiting. We've been waiting for a fucking year για να μας πούνε να go ahead, ας πούμε, για να προχωρήσουμε να κάνουμε τα πράγματα.
Yeah.
So that's bullshit, ρε φίλε. We're opening up a really big conversation. I don't know if I stopped you, I interrupted you. Sorry, you were saying something there. But we have we do speak every day, like privately. But no, we didn't really. We had the two shows with the guests, but we haven't really spoken about Omonia like a lot. Even transfers or the things that's going on now. Even the game with the European game with Dinamo, we haven't spoken. We have that. So there's so many things, but. And additionally, there's the thing with Caravida, the president of Doxa. The police barged into his Somadio and the offices, and they got the computers, and it's like, oh, Monia should have respected me because I helped them back in the day, and so what if I was Zoho's agent and all of that, man? But before it's like, no, me an agent, no, man,
It's all a joke, isn't it? It's all a fucking joke. I don't know, but it's all messy, this whole situation. But something else has come to fruition, and you showed me this literally about 10 minutes ago from omonianews.com. And let me see if I can try and get up on the screen. It's got up top because like I said, I'm not really good with these StreamYard things and all that kind of stuff. So it's a bit of a ball ache for me, but I'm sure the viewers have seen it. Well, let me see how I'm do it.
Μπορώ να τους το...
Yeah, tell them.
Να τους το θυκευάσω, ρε φίλε. Τώρα ένα λεπτό να το ευρώ και εγώ να το θυκευάσω.
Hold on. Window, Chrome tab. Ah, shit, I hate doing this. I should have got more prepared when it comes to this stuff. Can you see it?
Ooh. Yeah, lovely. Okay.
Is it there? Okay. If I move out of the way, will that make a difference? No, it won't make it. That's fine. So here you go. So omonianews.com have been very, very smart with the way that they've investigated this, and they've basically revealed a whole heap of people as part of the recipe from the board, all that kind of stuff, and they're all fucking abuelistas. Roy, just explain it to everyone, please. What's going on here?
Φίλε, να μου να εξηγήσω, ρε φίλε. Αν κάποιος σκευάζει, το τσαμέ. Ο Δώρος Ιωαννίδης, ο πρόεδρος, γνωστός αποελίστας, αδερφός του συγχωρεμένος να είσαι, κύριε Ουράνιε, πρόεδρος του ΑΠΟΕΛ. Χρήστος Σιωδής, πρώην μέλος διοικητικού συμβουλίου του ΑΠΟΕΛ και μέτοχος στην εταιρεία. Ο Φίβος ο Κωνσταντινίδης, πρώην μέλος του διοικητικού συμβουλίου. Έξω ο Ζιβανάρης, που έχει τις κατίνες, που είναι ένα από το θέμα που κάνουμε ολοκληρή την κουβέντα, και οι άλλοι, ρε φίλε. So, I think that, they're used to Omonia being weak the last 10 years, And now that we're flexing a bit of muscle and we, putting our faces right to their faces as like, come give it, they don't like it.
Yeah.
They don't like it. And I know we're going to get punched as well. We're going to get hit, but we're gonna fight back, and I don't think that Papastavru is gonna let the thing. So
no, and this is it. There, this is something that we were talking about for a while. You know, look, he's not a Chadli like I am, but I don't know what the American term for a Chadli is, or what you guys call an American Cypriot. Yeah, Yank. Yeah, but it's something that we said a long time ago. Their thought process is completely different. Don't fuck with my money. Yeah.
No.
And while Apoel are playing dirty at the moment, because this is the lowest. In fact, they can probably go lower than what they're doing now. Let's be honest, right? They could probably go lower, right? But this is, as you said, they are petrified. They're absolutely petrified of this guy because he's not like the other presidents that have been bending over backwards, bending over forwards, taking it in the golon from Apoel. He's like, fuck this. If you don't like it, I don't give a shit. I'm doing whatever I fucking want. And it's about time someone did that. Someone stood up to these cunts, right?
No.
And to be honest, I've had people messaging me today saying, oh, this and that, and blah, 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 about the stadium, about us, about this and that. I said, listen, this guy knows exactly what he's doing. You think that before he took over the club, he didn't know about these things? Of course he did. He did his due diligence, man. He's a businessman. He's probably paid private investigators and all that kind of stuff. Don't think he's got a plan. Right? Of course he's got a plan. You know, and you and I were discussing this earlier about the Champions League games, and I came up with this far-fetched idea that we might play our European games at the Gareskagi. You never know, because we've got a good relationship with Olympiacos. Granted, as I said, it's a shot in the dark, but you can't rule it out because don't forget the Ghazi B has been used for Champions League games from other countries. Clubs from Israel have played at the Ghazi B in the past.
Yep.
So it wouldn't be far-fetched or a thing for us to play our European games abroad. Granted, right, the fans and the travelling will be an issue, and you know, COVID restrictions and blah 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 blah. By the end of the day, can you imagine? On one year playing a Champions League game at the Gareskagi, can you imagine how many fans would go to that? Can you imagine what the atmosphere would be like?
If you read what Grigori said, he said it's no longer about money. It's about,
principles.
pride. That's what principles and pride. So it's a shame that in my introduction I said that it's the fans who are going to pay for this at the end of the day. Because don't forget that the Omonia fans hadn't had the opportunity to go to the stadium, and even myself, like during COVID, I'm not going to say I didn't feel deprived or of my freedom for other things, but if I missed a few simple things, is to go to the stadium and watch Omonia, go have a beer with some mates, and that's simple things, And like myself, there's other people who can't wait to go back to the stadium. But it's the whole experience, ρε φίλε, because τώρα είναι και το 50%. Δηλαδή μες στο ΓΣΠ αν κατέβαζες 10.000 ομονιάτες, ήταν νογεμόνουμε εύκολα. Τώρα όπου και να πάεις, ρε φίλε, it takes it down to less than half of that. Καταλαβες. Και να πράδιας και εισιτήρια και σε άλλες ομάδες. Δηλαδή ο κόσμος επιθύμιζε, θέλει να πάει να δει την ομάδα, τώρα έχει το momentum, έχει τη δυναμική, twice on the bounce, ήρθαν πρώτοι, πιάνε πρωτάθλημα, ο κόσμος διψάει να πάει να δει την ομάδα και έρχονται και γαμούν μας και που ξέρουν ότι μας πονεί, καταλάβες, that's why the fuckers, καταλάβες, είναι πολλά πούστιες το που κάνουν το πράγμα, ρε φίλε. So, I'm pissed, γυρίζει μου, ρε φίλε, επειδή λαλώ, ok, άντε, να αρχίσει η σεζόν να μπω δυνατά και γαμώ σιστό μου, ρε κούμπα.
I haven't seen you this angry ever. Like this, even after we lost to them, you weren't this angry. But but see, this is the thing. Yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from. I understand, and I try to be, I won't say more positive, because I'm not saying that you're not being positive. You're pissed off. But I'm taking a step back and I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure, Baba Stavro and everyone else knew that this would happen. I'm pretty sure they knew that this would happen. That if they dug their heels in and didn't, roll over like Abuel wanted us to, that it would happen. Poor Mario here saying, not the best news to hear on your birthday. Nazis is there. Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
Happy birthday. So it's my daughter's birthday as well today.
Nazisi, man. Fucking hell, I didn't know. Which one?
Anna, yeah, 12.
Mana Mudin.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'll have to send her a message later. Bless her.
Well,
Well, look, as I said, I don't think the powers that be, didn't think this would happen. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure they've had an idea as to what could come, and so I don't. Like I said, I'm not worried too much today. I really am not worried too much. Granted, I get what you're saying about the fans not being able to be in the stadium, and it's going to be a bit of a detriment to us. But even if you have 4,000 or 3,000, if they're loud, then we've got a different story, haven't we?
Εντάξει ρε φίλε, κοίτα, λέω σου το θέμα, sorry, μιλώ ελληνικά, because I'm
No,
pissed off
carry on.
και δεν μου φκαινούν τα αγγλικά, είμαι νευριασμένο. Ναι, this time I'm pissed off with Apoel. I was just disappointed when we lost. It was disappointment. Now I'm pissed off. But what I'm trying to say is ότι ρε φίλε, έχει κάποια γήπεδα, εντάξει, and you need some allies. Okay, I don't know what happened. Things can change from any minute. Okay, because it might even be a game of cards. Maybe the bluffing, maybe the you don't know what's going to happen. Okay, but granted, there's no way Omonia will not play. Omonia will play. Τώρα που είναι να παίξει, είναι άλλη κουβέντα. Εντάξει, και τα ευρωπαϊκά και για το πρωτάθλημα δηλαδή. Να βρεθούν κάποιες λύσεις. Okay, so in that sense, okay. But the thing is, Odi, what pisses me off is that now that Omonia has got a momentum and a dynamic, they think of fucking ways to stop us, ρε φίλε. And that's dirty, ρε φίλε. It's dirty, and πολλά, ξέρω να το πω άλλος πώς ρε γάμο.
I think what we also got to take into consideration, didn't they charge Olympiacos like 7,500 to hire the stadium for one game, and they charge us like 11? So it's almost as if like when it's on money, it comes as a premium because it's more money because it's a bigger club. But then with the other clubs outside, well, obviously Olympiacos and Nicosia, but obviously the clubs like Anorthosis, if they're going to play Champions League games, they're not going to get charged too much, are they?
I feel like the numbers are there. I mean, I've been reading ότι έχει που το πρωί που θυκευάζεις ότι είπαν το τούτο, ο ένας είπε τα λεφτά, η Ομονία είναι παραπάνω τα λεφτά. Φίλε, ο Γρηγόρης λέει ότι είχε φορές που είχε παιχνίδι που μας έκατσαν 35.000 ρε φίλε. Τώρα, για την Κύπρο, για το experience που θεωρούμε μες στο ΓΣΠ, θέλεις 35.000, κανεί ρε πελέ, ας πούμε, φάουσαν και θέλουν να πιάνουν και που είναι κατσίνα και θέλουν να πιάνουν και που όλα πληρώνουμε τα. Ας μας πούσουν καθαρά να που θέλουν. Γιατί εκείνοι θα χάσουν αυτή η Ομόνια που είχαμε ρε φίλε. Θα χάσουν να...
Well, here's a question, just a thought, right? How much do you think it would cost to redevelop the Magario? I mean, who owns the Magario? I don't know. Who owns it?
I feel like we tried to do this last year as well, but they didn't let us do it because apparently Apoel asked for that years ago, and Omonia said no. And χρησιμοποιούν το και άλλοι αθλητές because έχει και στίβον. It's not a football pitch, it's a stadium and there's other things.
And all that, yeah.
The track and so it's not very simple for that to happen, and we tried to do that last year as well because like I said, τα προβλήματα με ΓΣΠ έχει 3 χρόνια που είναι. It's not now, it's not something that happen, τώρα. Έχει 3 χρόνια που έχει πρόβλημα και δεν βρίσκουν common ground. So, I don't know what it is. Φίλε, εγώ πιστεύω ότι eventually we have to have our own ground. Αν έχουμε το δικό μας γήπεδο, γίνεται να είσαι μια μεγάλη, η μεγαλύτερη ομάδα του νησιού, ας πούμε, για να μην έχεις δικό σου γήπεδο. Φίλε, it's like I don't know, you're renting a flat and the landlord kicks you out and,
Well, no, basically the analogy is you're fucking the landlord's daughter, he finds out and then he kicks you out. Well, listen, put it this way, right? The new Limassol Stadium ain't going to be ready till next September, right? So September 2022. And they're talking, they spent, 30 million euros and what else did they say? Was it 14,000 stadium capacity?
Ναι, κάπου για μένα είναι το capacity,
40.
somewhere
Yeah.
around that, yeah.
So, 30 million, I guess there's been an investor that's paid. Yeah, probably some of it's paid by Bottle and some of it paid by, IL, I guess, but most of it's come from a separate organization that's probably going to plaster all of their names all across it, no?
Ναι, και νομίζω πιάνουν και βοήθεια, ρε. Νομίζω έχει και βοήθεια και από το κράτος, η πολιτεία, ας πούμε. They give them a lump sum as well.
Right, okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame it had to go. I mean, for me, ΓΣΠ is an okay stadium. We should have found the solutions. Okay, obviously, not with their rules, and that's something that Omonia has been doing with everyone. They don't accept the price they're given. They want to renegotiate, and they want to put other things in. And that's what happens, even with players. One of the reasons we're not signing players is because it says, I believe I'm worth $500,000. And then Omonia says, you know what? You're not worth $500,000. You're worth 300,000, 350,000. And that's my roof. You want to come here for different reasons? Then you'll come. But I'm not giving you what you're, just because you said, you want $500,000. I'm not giving you $500,000. And that's the same thing they're doing with everyone. It's έκαναν και με τη Primetel, έκαναν και σε πολλά πράγματα. Δηλαδή, is a tough negotiator, Παπασταύρου. Because μεγαλωμένος μες στην Αμερική με άλλη νοοτροπία, ρε φίλε. Είναι δάμε τα κουμπαριλίκια και οι παρέες και οι μαλαγίες. And he's not even living in Cyprus. Because he's in the States, he comes here like 2-3 times a year for a few days, and then he leaves. So it's very difficult for the toxic environment of Cyprus to poison his head. It's like, well, you know what? I'm a businessman in the biggest capitalistic country in the world, and you fuckers think you can fuck with me and my money, right? He's not going to take that, I feel. He's not going to take that.
And I don't blame him whatsoever. I don't blame him whatsoever. Well, look, let's we've got a few more minutes before we have to wrap it up, but what do you think is going to happen now? In your honest opinion, what do you think is going to happen based on everything that you've read and all that? What?
I'm always honest, but I think it's a bit too early. I think it's the first day that it's been blown out of proportion. Okay, at the moment, everyone needs to calm the fuck down. Okay, because our European games in 20 days. So obviously we have to find a solution. Έπρεπε να δηλώσουμε έδρα για το πρωτάθλημα. I think it was the deadline was today, and they've given us they've extended that period for another couple of weeks. Πες το πρωτάθλημα αν έχει ακόμα, I don't know, πόσον καιρό. Τέλος του Αυγούστου το πρωτάθλημα, so we've got time. Yeah. There's the charity shield game that I don't know what's going to happen with that. It was going to be on the 13th, so that's like in 12 days. So obviously, I think, like I said, it's like a game of chicken run. It's like two cars. They accept πας ο ένας πας τον άλλο. Ναι, so εγώ έτσι το βλέπω τώρα, ρε φίλε. Αλλά, δεν μπορεί να μείνει η Ομονία χωρίς γήπεδο. Ούτε μπορεί να έρθει η κόπια να πει, να πιένε τα παίζετε στο παπιακό. Κατάλαβες, δεν μπορεί να το κάνει το πράγμα. Ενώ μπορεί, αλλά if they do it, πόσο κομμαλάκας μπορείς. Η Ανόρθωση δείχνει διαθετημένη να θέλει να δώσει το Παπαδόπουλος στην Ομονία, for whatever reason. ΑΕΚ Arena is a good option, because Larnaca is not far from, it's like central for everyone, So hopefully, ΑΕΚ Arena is a good option. The ΓΣΠ, I don't know who uses ΓΣΠ, but είναι πολλά νωρίς, ρε φίλε. Δηλαδή, εγώ πιστεύω ότι there's going to be a lot more episodes. Today was
yes. Today was like a trailer, wasn't it? It was like the trailer. So, the thing is, Ray, as you know, there's no European Championship games for a couple more till tomorrow. And there's no transfers really happening. Well, any story would do at the moment in Cyprus, right? I've made a few signings. The Goddess have made a few signings. AEK have made a few new signings. They're talking about Dubs possibly going to AEK. I don't know how true that is or not, whatever. I haven't asked him. I'm not going to ask him because that's his business. Even Ethnikos have signed Flori, So we're still sitting on our hands waiting for a couple more players. I know that we're looking for wingers at the moment. And there's obviously Discarud who, Iriori was saying that he's going to make an announcement in the next couple of days. He's made a decision in the next couple of days. So yeah, we're still sitting there thinking, what the fuck is going on? And it's an uncertain time. But for you and I who have been watching football for many years, we're just kind of like waiting for things to kind of materialize anyway, because as you said, it's just happened at once. We've got to be patient. We've got to sit back and trust the owners, trust the management, trust the whole team in general. Because when you see the photographs of the players training in Poland, the conditioning, they're working hard, they're playing with smiles on their faces, it's not bothering them. And if it was a massive problem, then you'd see it reflect on the players. You'd see it. But, today we're seeing photographs of them walking through a bloody forest. The other day they were playing with a dog. Like, it's a relaxed atmosphere. So all of this shit that we're seeing in the press, because they've got nothing else to write about, once there's a story, bang, and on one ear sell papers, don't they? They get clicks, don't they? Yeah. I'm not stressing at all one bit, man, honestly. And when the season starts, we'll be thinking back on this Govenda and saying, what the fuck was the fuss about, man? What were these people stressing about? So
you're talking about the transfer store.
Everything.
Everything. Obviously, I thought that we moved on to the transfer. Okay.
Well, look, we've got 3 minutes. Can we do transfers in 3 minutes?
No. Let's put it some other time.
Let's do transfers another time. Yeah. Well, look. I tell you what. Let's put it to the viewers. What day shall we do transfers? Shall we do tomorrow afternoon, same time roughly, or whenever? Let's see what people say. Shall we talk transfers tomorrow? Shall we do an Instagram live tomorrow? Shall we do a stream live? Whatever. Are you going to be about tomorrow? That's the question.
Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
And actually, you and I will decide then. We'll decide. But yeah. So, what's your message to the fans about the ΓΣΠroblems situation?
Message? What fucking message?
What do you want to tell them? Shall I say what I'd want to tell them? As Roy said before, calm the fuck down. Early days, nothing to stress about. Trust the process. That's it.
No, that's calm the fuck down.
That's your message.
Not like me. Not like me in the beginning.
No. I was intrigued to see you like this. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I've only ever watched one on game with you, and the title was done and dusted. So if I come to Cyprus, whichever month I've decided I'm going to come, we'll go to a game.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like listen, I'm as a character, I'm very, very
animated, calm.
I'm very.
Oh, you're calm. Okay.
Yeah, I'm calm, but I've got a lot of heat inside of me. I when I do get pissed off. For example, yesterday my workers saw me get angry for the first time in a year, and they shat their pants. Refine. Seriously. I told them, whoever's late the next time for like 1 minute, you're fucked. I told them you're fucked. I was seriously. And they were like looking at me. I told them I want you to be at work at 7:30 in the morning, not a minute later. You know what time they went to work today?
Go on.
6:45. And they were just standing there waiting.
You should have a sign there, right, that says, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late.
Yeah, that's. I feel like, you know what? I'm a type of guy that I can take a lot of shit. I don't mind it where people's being a bit of a dick. If he thinks he's large, if he thinks he's scary, if he tries to intimidate me, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't get fazed easily. But when I get insulted, I get fucking pissed off. I can take a joke, but like if and yesterday I felt like, because I was like, where are you? He's like, well, we were here, sir. We're here, sir. And then I got a call from someone else. It's like, no, they're not here. And I thought I was being lied to. And when I went there, I just went fucking barging in, and I was like, Bella, I just fucking flipped. Yeah, but I don't like it when I'm like that, but yeah, this is how it is. Anyway,
this is a no chocolates therapy, ladies and gentlemen. We can do therapy, we can do everything. It's fine.
Yeah, man.
There we go. So yeah, that's it, man. It's been nice talking to you again. It's been a hot minute, but we've got more coming up. More interviews planned. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So I'll leave it to you to wrap it up, Filemo.
Yeah, I just got a message. Actually, you know, the Marine the Oscillates interview. If I don't know if people are watching us now, just watch it. Tell you now, we had the Clayton one last week as well. Watch it. I got a message from 24 Sports. They were actually going to put it up now, but because of Grigori and the RCB thing, they said maybe a bit later because now it's a bit more current about the RCB, but they're going to put it up as well. So till next time. Oh wait,
shall we tell our guests? We've got two guests lined up. We're just waiting for confirmation. We've got Jack Samudiz lined up. We're waiting for him to confirm. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday he might be able to do it. And Chris Dixon, just waiting for him to let us know when he's available. Former Ael and Buffo and Salamina. So he's going to come on. He hasn't spoken about his time in Cyprus to any podcasts. So we're going to be the first, and we're going to hear some stories because he's a bit of a lad. So yeah, wrap it up officially, Philip. Sorry for interrupting.
No, so you know, calm the fuck down and not very πρέπει να είμαστε δίπλα που την ομάδα, στηρίξουν την ομάδα, είτε μας αρέσει είτε μας αρέσει, εντάξει, we should be with our team, εντάξει, and support them till the end, μαζί μέχρι τέλους, ό,τι αποφασίσουμε, έτσι, και να τους γαμίσουμε όλους. Πάμε σιλάκα μου.
Calm the fuck down.